welcome to Parent Talk. I'm Adit Rajesh from grade 3, and today I'm joined by Mrs. Deivapriya, a passionate parent who recently led an inspiring session for our grade 2 students titled From Waste to Worth as part of the Parent Engagement Program at SSVM School of Excellence, Nambiar. Through storytelling, activities, and a heartfelt pledge, she encouraged children to embrace the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, and become earth helpers who care for our planet. Let's dive into this meaningful conversation. Mrs. Priya, what inspired you to choose waste management as a theme for your session with our young learners?
Thank you for this lovely introduction and thank you for having me here. The main inspiration behind choosing waste management as my theme came from my everyday observations. How much waste we create in a school, at home, or even during small celebrations. I felt it's important to make children understand that waste management can be done even with the small steps like reusing paper or avoiding plastic. Young children are always curious and creative. So if we teach them the right thing in this age, they can catch it. They can catch it and bring this very beautifully. So that's how waste management theme came alive.
Thank you. You shared a wonderful story about sorting waste. What made you decide to use storytelling as a way to teach this important lesson?
Children love stories. They always connect deeply with the stories. Even I still remember my listening to my grandparents' stories in my childhood days. They always had a lasting impact on me. Stories have a special way of reaching the heart and staying in mind. So, when the children listen to a story, they can imagine, relate, and remember the characters, and they can able to learn the lesson without even knowing that they are learning something. So, I thought through my story, which I said during the session, they can easily understand that a small step like putting the waste in the right bin can help this planet in a beautiful way. So I thought storytelling would be the best way to convey my message.
That was great. During this session, the children even took a heartfelt pledge to become earth helpers. How did that moment feel for you as a parent and facilitator?
That moment was truly special for me because as a parent, it was so touching to see that how sincerely they were promising to take care for the planet. As a facilitator, it was so proud that the message had reached their hearts, knowing that they were not only just learning, they are actually feeling responsible for the earth. It was a good reminder that the change can happen even with the smallest voices. It made me hopeful that the children are growing into young and responsible earth helpers.
That was lovely information, Mom. What simple steps can families take at home to practice waste management more effectively?
I think small and consistent steps like families can start by segregating the waste. They can keep 2 separate bins for wet waste and dry waste. They can reuse the jars, old jars, bottles, boxes, and they can try to avoid plastics whenever it is possible. They can also involve the children in activities like they can give the old materials to them and ask them to create something new from them. It improves their creativity. It also it strengthens the bond between the family members with the children. When the families join together, waste management can become a habit. It's not just a rule.
That was great, Mom. Let's move on to the next. And finally, if our students remember just one message from waste to earth, what would you want it to be?
There is one message I would love them to remember that every small action counts, like turning off the light when we are not in the room, or closing the tap while brushing, or even using both sides of the paper, or sharing the old toys with the younger siblings. Every small action can make a big difference to the environment. When it is, I wanted to see them as a earth helpers, knowing that they have the power to protect the environment in their own and creative and beautiful way.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Priya, for joining us today and inspiring our children to care for the earth in their everyday choices. We hope this episode encourages you to reduce, reuse, and recycle because every small step brings us closer to a cleaner, greener planet. Until next time, this is Adit Rajesh signing off from Parent Talk, brought to you by SSVM Institutions.